Right, now we're going to have a look at surds. Does anybody know? Guys, come on. Yes? You know surds?
No, you mean do anybody knows he raised his hands?
Yeah. Does anyone know what surds are? Go on.
These are roots of numbers multiplied. Roots of numbers.
Yeah. Do you want to tell me the form? Like what using like letters A, B, C, how would you express it? Something like this, yeah, 2 root 5. So, generally speaking, a surd could be something like this. A root B plus C. Okay? Whereas B is not 0, and yet definitely not minus, and not A and not A square. Okay? Like 9, 16. Not a number like this. Okay? And A is not 0, but C could be 0 or not. C is any natural number, any integer, any whole number. Yeah, I should say that these three, they're all what we call whole numbers.
Whole numbers.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Not 2.1.
Not decimal.
Not decimal, yeah. Do you know, I'm sorry, that's not 100%. I mean, they're usually whole numbers, but they could be fractions as well. But I don't want to say they're always whole numbers. I want to say they're usually whole numbers. So I'll just write normally. Yeah, whole numbers. But, you know, C could be something like 1 over 10. You like this, you know, or B or A could be 1 over 5. You know, they could be fractions. It's just they're usually not. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now, first thing we want. Okay, so this whole lesson will be about how we work with surds, what way we can manipulate them, work with them. Can I scroll down? Yeah. So the first thing I want us to learn how to do is how to simplify a surd. So suppose I have something like root 280. I want to reduce this. I want to simplify it. And there's a way to do this using what's called a prime factorizing tree, a prime tree. I'll explain it, but I think you did this in elementary school. I remember doing this in elementary school. You take your number and you find two numbers, any two numbers except one, that multiply to make 280. So what are two numbers that multiply to make it?
2.
Yeah. Oh, well, come on. The obvious one is 28 and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to find the minimus prime in his.
That's we're trying to get the primes. Yeah.
Minimus primes.
Yeah. Okay. Now we repeat. What about the 28?
It's 7-4.
7, 4. And the 10? 5, 2. Now the 2 we stop because it's a prime number, as you said. We can't continue. Yeah. And 5 is a prime number, so we stop. And 7 is a prime number. But 4 is 2 and 2. They're prime numbers. What we try to do next is we try to pair them. So this is equal to root 2 times 2, 2 squared. So I've done that one and that one. Are there any more pairs here? No. So 2 squared times 2 times 5 times 7. Now what you're allowed to do is you can cancel a root with a square. So the root and the square here cancel, leaving you with 2. But any cancelling here? No. So you're just left with 2 times 5 times 7, which is 70. And that is as simple as we can make root 280. Okay? Now, I'll do another one, but I'll just give you a quick one to try. So I want you, when you write this down, I want you to try root 375. Yeah.
Well, you can just find the minimus prime from
I know.
start.
I can do many things. You know, I'm just trying to teach you the safest way to do it, the easiest way to do it.
This makes me remember the binary search tree, and I remember the balance tree, and when I mention the balance tree, I remember the back and the red tree.
Yeah.
And this cost me some terrible memory.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm bringing back terrible memories for you. Maths class is tough like that. It brings back terrible memories. Right. How are we doing on the root 375?
Because usually I see the 5, I always is
Yeah.
back to 5.
Yep,
first.
exactly. Yeah. So you can take out the 5.
Yeah, so I can take the
Can we
5.
look at the 375? So you suggested, son, that we take out the 5
Yeah, this is quite
because
easy.
the 5 here makes it clear that 5 goes into it.
Yeah,
So what was the other number then?
75.
75. Now here we're finished.
Yeah.
Well, 75 is 25 and 3.
Teacher, I don't take the 3. I take the 5.
5 again. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
It's a quite
5 and 15.
Yeah.
Well, let me guess. You took the 5 again?
Yeah.
Of course. 5 and 3. Now let's pair them off. So that's 5 squared
Times 5
Yeah.
times 3,
times 5 times 3.
which is 5 root 15.
5 root 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Write that down. Let's look at the next type of problem. Can I scroll down?
Yes.
Yep. Right, so the next type we have is, suppose we want to maybe add or subtract something like this, 2 prime numbers. Let's say I have root 490 plus root 10. Now, not root 500. Okay?
Oh.
Okay? Not this. Right? You can't, it doesn't work to say this is root 490 plus 10. Now, you need to be careful because you can do this. You can say root AB equals root A root B. That's fine. Okay? And now guys, look up. Root A over B, you can say is root A over root B. Okay? But what you cannot do is say root AB is root A plus root B. Okay? No. And of course you can't say root A minus B equals root A minus root B. Okay? So do not do that. So what do you need to do? Well, you can simplify each of these. So I think this would be 7 root 10
Yeah.
when you do the same process as before,
Yeah.
and plus 1 root 10.
Yeah.
Which is
So 8 root 10. Okay, so that works out. Now, it only works because of how I made the question. If I had something like root 3 plus root 5, well, that's it. Root 3 plus root 5. You can't do anything with it. Okay. Right, let me give you a quick one to try. Example, see what you can do with root 250 minus root 10. That should only take you a few seconds. Give that a try. No, put that down, Marwan. No need for calculator in this lesson.
no calculator.
It's not necessary. Oh, I know that. Okay, you have it?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a 4.
4 root 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's 5 root 10 minus 1 root 10.
Yeah.
So that's 4 root 10. Okay, can I scroll down?
Yes.
Yep. Right, next thing. Suppose we have two surds we want to multiply, like something like root 135 minus root 2 times root 15 minus root 18. Now the first thing you should do is check to see if you can simplify here, okay? I can change root 18 into 3 root 2. Can I do anything with the 15?
No.
No. Anything with the root 2?
No.
No. This is something, I'm sure we can do something with this. 135, 5 times 26. Oh no, maybe not actually. No, 15 times 9, is it? Is it 3 root 15? No calculators! 135 is 15. Is it? Does 15 go into it? No, it doesn't actually. Well, 5 goes into it.
5.7.
No points. 27.
Yeah.
27 is 3 times 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
3. So it's 3 root 15. Yeah. Okay. Now we can multiply. So, when you multiply 3 root 15 and root 15, the roots basically cancel. Root 15 by root 15 gives 15. So that'll be 45.
Yeah.
3 root 15 and 3 root 2, that will be 9 root 30.
Yeah.
Root 2, root 15, root 30.
Yeah.
And then finally root 2 is 2 with the 3 makes 6. So this ends up being 51 minus 10 root 30. Can we do anything with 30? No.
No.
Okay, write that down and let me give you one to try. Try root 8 plus root 3 times root 2 plus root 48. Okie dokie. I'll give you another minute. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Yep. Can we simplify here? Yeah. Root 8 is 2 root 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plus root 3. Root 2 plus 4 root 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 2 root 2 times root 2 is 4. 2 root 2 times 4 root 3 is 8 root 6 root 6
Plus 36.
12.
Yeah.
9 root 6. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not easy peasy. Okay. You need to write this down? Yeah? Got that? Yep. Okay. Now, the last type. $67 plus root 480. Ah, no, let's pick one with smaller numbers. 82 plus root 14. No. Okay. 18 plus root 120 over minus 8 plus root 30.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. No, I'm sure this time, yeah. Right. Now, for this one, we need to learn how to divide surds. I wonder if anyone knows the trick. There's a trick to doing these. I wonder if any of you know. You think you know? What do you think it is? Cancelling? Not cancelling. You think you know, Kehan? Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, we need to cut a part of the sum, and we find the integral, and we deal the rest.
Well, the first thing is we do need to simplify the surds. So we'll do that first. What is 120?
It's like
40 times... No.
3 times 40.
Yeah, well, it's 3 times 40, isn't it?
40 is 2 times 20.
Yeah, thank you.
And then 2 times 10.
I'm glad I have
4
you
times.
here. And then, what's 10?
2 and 5.
Yeah, oh, good. Yeah, okay, 2 and 5. So, pair and pair. So, it'll be 2 root 30. Okay. 2 root 30. Oh, well, that's good because then it's the same at least. Okay. But what to do next?
You can put
change to
18.
cut the sum, get an integral.
Well, hang on. I think you might have said something there. Go ahead. Multiply by what?
No, make it inverse.
Not quite the inverse.
I use that.
No, I think that's what he was saying too. It's not this. Now you're thinking along the right lines. It is something to do. There is some special multiplication you have to do here,
Yeah.
but it's not the inverse.
We should use the difference of
2 squares. That's what Jeffrey was saying.
oh,
Are you saying the difference of 2 squares?
Yeah.
That was the same idea as me. Not this. Nice try though.
Multiply.
Yeah.
Change the sign.
Yeah. Change which sign now?
The middle plus to minus.
On the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Good. And then what do you do with that?
Right.
Yeah. Do you know what that's called? Yeah. What is it? Yeah. So the trick here. Okay. Watch. You have to multiply the top and the bottom
Opposite.
by by this.
Opposite.
Yeah, well, it has a name. It's not called the opposite. Go on, say it. That's it, yeah. The conjugate of that is that. This process is called rationalizing. And this guy here on the bottom, what's its name? Denominator. Now tell me, why am I allowed to multiply by this number? Well, what does this number equal? 1. And what happens when you multiply by 1? Do you change the value?
No.
No. But this trick will simplify its form. Watch what happens. If I multiply on the top, let's do that. 18 times 8, what's that? 80 and 64. 144, is it? Yeah, 144. And then 8, that's minus 18 root 30, minus 16 root 30, minus 30 on the top, when you multiply the top. Let's multiply the bottom. 8 times 8, that's 64. And then we'll have plus 8 root 30, minus 8 root 30, minus 30. Now, look what happens to the middle pieces. They're gone. But that is not an accident. That should happen if you did everything right. That's why you do this, to make this happen. So, instead of having 2 surds, we now only have 1 surd. You see? We've gone from having 2 to 1. So, let's clean up the top. What do I have left on the top? 114, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that right? Minus 33?
Yeah.
Over 34.
Minus 34.
Oh, sorry, it's minus 34, is it?
34, yeah.
Okay. But we can change this into 114 over 34 minus 34 root 30 over 34. Now, I'm sure that goes... Does that go in or not? 3 times? No. No, there's nothing you can do with this one. Well, you can make it 57 over... Are you sure? No. 114 over 34 is 57 over 17, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah? So this is 57 over 17 minus root 30. Yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
No, something's gone wrong. What's 18? Okay, 18 times 8. Is that 144?
Oh, it's minus 8.
Yeah, it's under 44.
Oh, you're right. It's minus 8. So that's a minus.
Yeah.
So that is minus 174, isn't it?
Yes.
And does 174 divide by 34?
What's that? 4.
That's 174.
6.
6 times,
No,
isn't
no, no,
it?
no, no. It's not 6.
Are you sure? 5 times? 174 divided by 34, what's that?
Turn off it. Okay.
Ah, no, don't tell me that. That's sad.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
No?
No, no, no.
Well, the problem is it's not 30 at the back, is it? That's wrong.
Yeah.
What should it be?
The above is
60.
Should be 60.
Yeah.
Disgraceful. 60. So it's not 174,
maybe 200.
204.
Yeah.
Right. Now, 204 divided by 34. Any good?
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
I no don't. It's still no good.
102 over.
No, don't break my heart. Marwan, type in 204 divided by 34.
6.
Minus 6.
Minus 6. Yeah, I know. Let's do another one. Okay, I think we better use the calculator for the next one, okay?
Finally.
Yeah. Okay. You got that?
Yeah.
Not yet? Okay. Yeah, continue. Okay, so let's do this one together. We'll do the bigger numbers. 67 plus root 480 over 31 plus root 750. So root 480, let's simplify that. 480 is going to be 4 times 120. Yeah? 120 is 260, or 4 times 30. So, will this be 4 root 30? Yeah?
Yeah.
67 plus 4 root 30. This will be 25 times 30. This is 5 root 30, is it? So what do we multiply by? Multiply by the conjugate. What's that here? Yeah. Like this. Yeah? Okay, let's multiply. Marwan, 67 and 31. Let's see what that is.
2077.
2077. Now, we'll have to do 67 times 5. So what's that? 300 and...
335. 335.
Who's calling me?
700.
Right.
335.
Yeah, 335.
I'm so popular. Right, what is it, sorry?
335.
335 root 30, huh?
Yeah.
And then the next one would be plus 124 root 30. Work out that. And then the last one is 600. 4 root 30 times 5 root 30. 20 times 30. 600. Yeah. Minus 600. 31 times 31. So
961.
961. And we know the middle piece should cancel. And you're left with 150. 5 root 30 times 5 root 30. No, it's not. Sorry. 750. Okay. So, how much are we left with on the top? 2077 minus 600. So, what's that?
1.
Yeah.
1477.
And then minus 335 plus 124. That is 111.
Minus
Minus
211.
211. Sorry, 211 root 30. And then 961 minus 750. Is that 221?
I think.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. 211. So that's nice. That's 1477 over 211 minus 211 over 211 root 30. That's 7 minus root 30.
Yes,
Yeah, so
Okay. Okay. You write that one down?
yeah.
All right. Have you got that? What's going on?
That was
No?
trying iPad. How could that possibly write from iPad?
That's an iPad, like Apple.
Yeah.
And what's your one? Is yours Samsung or Apple as well? It's Apple as well. Anyone else using a tablet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using
Oh,
very fancy tablet.
I love your.
Yeah, look at this now. This is
So
this is
cool.
next generation.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I meant last generation.
But it's really have a good combination.
Last generation can be next generation.
Yeah, why not?
Let's think
Ah. Old is the new.
Let's think for such a big factor, divide another factor. If we can, we need to cut an integral first.
Yeah. I knew, though, I cheated a little bit, though, because I made these questions. I knew I always made the numbers work nicely at the end. So I didn't really do this in my head. I looked at it and said, yeah, it's probably 7. Because I knew the answer would be a natural number. But that's just how I made the questions. But you're right, you know, maybe you'll have to do some
If you
simplifying.
cut the integral from the sum first, you will find the calculator will be more easy.
If you cut,
Yeah.
which number?
Last question. If you cut the integral from the sum,
The integer.
yeah.
Which one?
If you give minus 16 to the sum and you can
Hold on, where's the minus 16?
you can cut 2 out.
Oh, do you mean cancel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see
And
what you mean.
and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
will
yeah,
get
yeah.
the
I get you. Yeah. So what he's saying is, are you saying there's maybe something you can cut from all of them
Yeah.
at the start?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah, that sometimes happens. I'll give a very simple example. Okay, so like if you had something like 4 plus 2 root 6, whatever, 10 plus 6 root 7. You could continue with this, but as Sun was saying, you'll make your life easier if at the start you can simplify. So there's a number that goes into each of these. 2. So before you begin, perhaps you should change this into 2 plus root 6 over 5 plus 3 root 7. I know. But I mean, if you have a calculator, so whatever, you just use the calculator, you know. Okay. Homework, which you can start now. 1AB, 2AB, 3AB, and 4AB. Why? Yeah, I like the last one. There's 9 questions there. Yeah, I think you could get these done now if you're quick enough. Especially if you get some help from the calculator. But I would like you to try to not so quickly use the calculator. Use it as a last resort. Do you know what I mean? Like a last measure. Yeah? Don't be too quick using it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Is there questions like this in the exam?
Oh yeah.
We have a calculator.
Yeah, but you need to show your workings.
Yeah, it's much easier.
Yeah. You can use the calculator to help you, but you still need to show your steps. Yeah.
Maybe use the calculator to show the last. To make sure we are right.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah.
Say to make sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. You should do this, so you know you got the question right. Yeah. Okay, write those down and get started now.